You're listening to leadai.dev, your daily updates on AI development. Today's topic is agentic AI transforms private brand merchandising with end-to-end automation. Here's a quick overview. Agentic AI systems are revolutionizing private brand merchandising by automating complex workflows from product development to shelf placement, cutting traditional timelines in half. Now, let's ask our analyst about these developments. What's new? Agentic AI automates complete private brand merchandising workflows.
Agentic AI systems are now handling end-to-end private brand merchandising operations, marking a significant shift from traditional manual processes that typically require 12 to 18 months from concept to shelf. These autonomous agents coordinate across multiple departments, from product development and sourcing to packaging design and inventory management, reducing overall time to market by up to 60%. Major retailers report that agentic AI can simultaneously manage hundreds of product lines while maintaining quality standards and regulatory compliance across different markets. The technical architecture involves multi agent systems where specialized AI agents handle distinct functions. Trend analysis agents monitor consumer behavior and market data. Sourcing agents negotiate with suppliers and manage vendor relationships. Design agents create packaging and branding materials. And logistics agents optimize distribution and inventory placement. These agents communicate through standardized APIs and shared data lakes, enabling real time coordination and decision making. The system integrates with existing enterprise resource planning ERP systems, point of sale POS networks, and supply chain management platforms. Previously, private brand merchandising required extensive human coordination between buyers, designers, supply chain managers, and marketing teams, often resulting in miscommunication, delays, and missed market opportunities. Manual processes typically involved sequential workflows where each department completed their tasks before passing projects to the next team. This linear approach created bottlenecks and extended development cycles. The new agentic approach enables parallel processing where multiple agents work simultaneously on different aspects of product development, dramatically compressing timelines while improving coordination accuracy. Multi-agent coordination reduces merchandising timelines from 12 to 18 months to 6 to 8 months average automated trend analysis processes over 50 million data points daily from social media, sales data. And market research AI-driven supplier negotiation achieves 5% better pricing through real-time market analysis. Integrated quality control agents maintain 99.2% compliance rates across regulatory requirements. Dynamic inventory optimization reduces overstock by 35% while preventing stockouts in 94% of cases.
Thank you for that analysis. Let's move on. Who benefits from agentic AI private brand merchandising systems?
Large retail chains with 100 plus stores benefit most from agentic AI merchandising systems, particularly those managing extensive private label portfolios across multiple categories. Grocery chains, department stores, and specialty retailers with annual revenues exceeding $500 million see immediate value through improved coordination across their complex supply chains. Regional retailers with 100 locations also gain significant advantages, especially those looking to compete with national brands through faster product development cycles and more responsive market positioning. Mid-market retailers operating 550 stores can leverage these systems to punch above their weight class, accessing sophisticated merchandising capabilities previously available only to large chains. E-commerce retailers with private label ambitions particularly benefit from the system's ability to rapidly test and iterate products based on real-time consumer feedback and sales data. Manufacturing companies serving private label clients use these systems to better coordinate with retail partners and optimize production scheduling across multiple customer accounts. Small independent retailers with fewer than 5 locations should currently avoid these systems due to high implementation costs and complexity that exceed their operational scale. Retailers focused exclusively on national brand merchandise may not justify the investment unless planning private label expansion. Companies with highly specialized or regulated product categories requiring extensive human expertise, such as pharmaceuticals or medical devices, should wait for industry-specific solutions rather than implementing general merchandising systems. Enterprise retailers with $500M plus revenue see 0% ROI within 18 months of implementation. Mid-market chains reduce merchandising staff requirements by 30% while increasing product portfolio by 50%. E-commerce retailers achieve 3x faster product launch cycles. With automated A/B testing integration, manufacturing partners report 25% improvement in demand forecasting accuracy through shared AI insights.
Great insight. Really helpful context. How to get started. Implementing agentic AI merchandising step by step.
Implementation begins with data infrastructure assessment and integration planning, requiring clean, accessible data from existing ERP, inventory management, and sales systems. Organizations need APIs connecting to supplier databases, market research platforms, and customer analytics tools. Technical teams should establish data lakes capable of handling real time feeds from multiple sources, with particular attention to data quality and standardization protocols. Most successful implementations start with pilot programs focusing on 2 to 3 product categories rather than full portfolio deployment. Configure individual AI agents starting with trend analysis and demand forecasting modules, which require 12 to 24 months of historical sales data, customer demographics, and market research inputs. Set up sourcing agents with supplier databases, pricing models, and negotiation parameters based on existing vendor relationships and procurement policies. Design agents need access to brand guidelines, regulatory requirements, and creative asset libraries. Establish communication protocols between agents using standardized data formats and decision making hierarchies that align with organizational approval processes. Validation involves running parallel operations where agentic systems work alongside existing human processes for 3 to 6 months, allowing performance comparison and system refinement. Monitor key metrics including decision accuracy, timeline compression, cost savings, and quality maintenance. Implement feedback loops where human experts can override AI decisions and train systems on edge cases. Gradually increase agent autonomy as confidence builds, starting with low risk product categories and expanding to higher value items as performance validates. Establish data integration with minimum 24 months historical data across sales, inventory, and customer analytics. Deploy pilot program with 2 to 3 product categories representing 5% of total private label portfolio. Configure agent communication protocols with human oversight gates for decisions exceeding $50K impact. Implement parallel operation period lasting 3 to 6 months before transitioning to full autonomous operation. Set up performance monitoring dashboards tracking 15 plus KPIs including timeline, cost, quality, and compliance metrics.
That's a very interesting point. Tell us about competitive context. How agentic AI changes private brand merchandising landscape.
Traditional merchandising software from companies like Oracle Retail and SAP focuses on individual workflow optimization rather than end to end automation, requiring significant human coordination between systems. These legacy platforms excel at data management and reporting, but lack the autonomous decision making capabilities that agentic AI provides. Human centric consulting approaches from firms like McKinsey and Deloitte offer strategic guidance, but cannot match the speed and consistency of AI driven execution. The key differentiator lies in agentic systems' ability to simultaneously optimize across multiple variables: cost, quality, timing, and market positioning, while adapting to real time changes. Agentic AI creates several competitive advantages, including 24/7 operation capabilities, consistent decision making without human bias, and the ability to process vast amounts of market data simultaneously. These systems can monitor competitor actions, consumer sentiment, and supply chain disruptions in real time, adjusting strategies accordingly. The technology enables smaller retailers to compete with larger chains by accessing sophisticated merchandising capabilities without proportional increases in staff or expertise. Cost advantages emerge through reduced labor requirements, fewer errors, and optimized supplier negotiations based on comprehensive market analysis. Current limitations include high initial implementation costs ranging from $500K to $2M for enterprise deployments, depending on system complexity and integration requirements. The technology requires substantial data infrastructure investments and ongoing maintenance by skilled technical teams. Regulatory compliance in heavily regulated industries remains challenging, as AI systems may struggle with nuanced legal interpretations. Cultural resistance within organizations accustomed to human decision making can slow adoption, particularly in companies where merchandising expertise is considered a core competitive advantage. 60% faster product development cycles compared to traditional manual coordination methods. 2, 5. 4, 0% reduction in merchandising operational costs through automation and optimization. Real-time competitive response capabilities unavailable in legacy software systems. Implementation costs 3-5x higher than traditional software, but ROI achieved within 18 to 24 months.
Good analysis. Let's continue. What's next? Future evolution of agentic AI in retail merchandising?
The next 18 months will see integration with advanced computer vision and IoT sensors for real-time shelf monitoring and customer behavior analysis, enabling dynamic product positioning and pricing adjustments. Predictive capabilities will expand beyond demand forecasting to include supply chain disruption prediction, competitive action anticipation, and consumer trend emergence detection. Machine learning models will incorporate sustainability metrics, helping retailers optimize for environmental impact alongside traditional financial metrics. Enhanced natural language processing will enable direct consumer feedback integration, allowing systems to adjust product development based on social media sentiment and review analysis. Integration ecosystem expansion includes partnerships with major cloud platforms like AWS, Google Cloud, and Microsoft Azure, providing scalable infrastructure and pre-built AI services. API connections with emerging technologies such as blockchain for supply chain transparency, augmented reality for virtual product testing, and advanced analytics platforms for deeper consumer insights. Third-party integrations with specialized industry tools, including PLM product lifecycle management systems, regulatory compliance databases, and sustainability tracking platforms will create comprehensive merchandising ecosystems. Long-term implications suggest a fundamental shift toward hyper-personalized private label products, where AI agents can create customized product variations for specific market segments or even individual customers. The technology may enable new business models such as on-demand manufacturing triggered by AI-detected market opportunities. Smaller retailers could access enterprise-level merchandising capabilities through AI as a service platforms, democratizing sophisticated retail strategies. However, success will depend on addressing current limitations around regulatory compliance, data privacy, and the need for human oversight in strategic decision-making. Computer vision integration for real-time shelf optimization expected by Q3 2024, sustainability metrics incorporation across 80% of implementations by 2025 AI as a service platforms, targeting mid-market retailers launching in 2024 hyper-personalization capabilities enabling individual customer product customization by 2026.
Great analysis. So what are the key takeaways from all of this?
Agentic AI reduces private brand merchandising timelines by 60% through multi-agent coordination across product development, sourcing, and distribution workflows. Enterprise retailers with $500M plus revenue see 60% ROIY within 18 months, while implementation costs range from $500K to $2M depending on complexity. Successful deployment requires 24 months of historical data, 3 to 6 month parallel operation periods, and pilot programs starting with 2 to 3 product categories. Competitive advantages include 24/7 operation, real-time market response, and sophisticated supplier negotiation capabilities unavailable in traditional systems.
And what market signals should our listeners watch for?
Enterprise AI adoption acceleration. Major retail chains are rapidly adopting agentic AI systems to maintain competitive positioning against both traditional competitors and emerging direct-to-consumer brands. The technology's ability to compress product development timelines while maintaining quality standards addresses critical market pressures for faster innovation cycles. Investment in AI merchandising capabilities has become a strategic imperative rather than an operational enhancement, with early adopters gaining significant market share advantages through improved product market fit and faster response to consumer trends. Supply chain intelligence integration. The convergence of agentic AI with supply chain management creates new possibilities for end-to-end optimization that extends beyond traditional retail boundaries. AI agents can now coordinate directly with supplier systems, manufacturing partners, and logistics providers to create seamless product flow from concept to consumer. This integration enables dynamic supply chain reconfiguration based on real-time demand signals, competitive actions, and market disruptions, fundamentally changing how retailers approach inventory management and supplier relationships. Mid-market democratization opportunity. Agentic AI platforms are beginning to level the playing field between large retail chains and smaller competitors by providing access to sophisticated merchandising capabilities previously available only to enterprise-scale operations. This democratization effect could reshape competitive dynamics in regional markets, enabling mid-market retailers to compete more effectively against national chains through faster product development and more responsive market positioning. The trend suggests a potential fragmentation of market dominance as smaller players gain access to enterprise-level AI capabilities.
What should developers and operators do with this information?
Start with pilot implementation in 2 to 3 low-risk product categories within 90 days if annual revenue exceeds $100M and existing data infrastructure supports API integration. Invest in data lake infrastructure and API development within 6 months for retailers planning private label expansion or experiencing coordination challenges across merchandising teams. Evaluate AI as a service platforms by Q2 2024 for mid-market retailers seeking competitive advantages without full enterprise system implementation costs. Develop change management programs for merchandising teams within 120 days of system deployment to ensure successful adoption and minimize cultural resistance.
Thank you for listening to leadai.dev. Stay tuned for our next daily updates in this rapidly emerging market.